Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and today's video I'm going to talk about 3 easy beginner plants. So if you're new to the plant community and you want to get started just to know with what, these are great options for you. I know some might say that these are boring or dated plants, but I've grown these for years and I find them to be resilient and forgiving plants, which is a great option for beginner plant parents. So the first one is spider plant. Now, interesting fact is that the green leaf variety is considered its natural color, while the variegated is considered a genetic mutation. So, light. So this one sits on that shelf in this room, which is west facing and receives bright and direct sunlight during the afternoon hours. Now, what that means is that this plant will thrive based on the brightness of the room. It doesn't require for the sun to literally make contact on these leaves for it to thrive. I do have another spider plant that sits by a south-facing window. That plant receives direct sunlight throughout the entire day. I've learned that in that kind of bright environment, that the plant will produce runners, and on the runners they will produce either flowers or plantlets, which are little spider plant babies that you can leave on for the aesthetics or separate them and create another plant. And when it comes to low light environments, it does well up to a certain point. It doesn't thrive, and after a few months you'll see it kind of gets decreased in size and look kind of sad. So at that point you want to add artificial lighting or move it to a brighter spot. Now, when it comes to temperature, normal household temperatures is fine. You don't have to create tropical environment or give it humidifier. It does well in normal temperatures. So if you're comfortable, she's comfortable. Now, with that said, it does not tolerate cold. You can, if you want to grow this outside, that's great, but keep in mind that when it gets colder, you have to bring it outside. It's not a cold tolerant plant and will not do well in winter conditions. Now, when it comes to watering, it is not picky. You can give it any kind of water, tap water, holy water. Personally, I collect rainwater, so I give the same to all my plants. But if you want to give it a little oomph or something a little better, you don't necessarily have to run to the store and buy its own water supply. You can simply collect tap water, let it sit out for 24 to 48 hours, and most of the additives should be dissipated by then. When it comes to a water schedule, I tend to water her every week. If you're not sure what your schedule should be, just put your finger into the soil up to knuckle level and feel the soil moisture. If it's dry, water it. If it's wet, don't water. Just wait for a couple of days and try again. You don't want to water a plant that doesn't really need it. Now, if you have pets, well, this is a great option for you. It is pet friendly. So I have a cat that does like to nibble on it, and I give it to her as a treat because she likes the little brown kind of leaves because they get nice and crunchy. But this is not a plant that you want to make a meal out of. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing. You don't want your pet to make a meal out of this plant because it will cause them to have stomach aches. And trust me, from experience, you don't want to go through that. Now, the next plant I have here is snake plant. Now, this does well in any light conditions. Of course, some plants do benefit from brighter light, but this one you can't even tell, to be honest with you. She's a slow grower and will occasionally sprout a new leaf, maybe, I don't know, every 6 months. So she's a great option because she just chills. When it comes to temperature, the same normal household temperature. As long as you're comfortable, she's comfortable. Water, the same. No preference. The schedule, well, let me tell you, once a month. You this plant is has root system that actually saves water. It acts like a reservoir, so it doesn't require a weekly watering. It just draws on whatever water it has stored. So when you water it, just water enough to when you see the water coming out from the bottom of the pot, and you're done for 30 days. So this is a great option for you if you really don't want to deal with the watering as much. And then when it comes to pets, this is not pet friendly. You don't want to have it within the reach of your pets. It can cause skin irritation and get them very sick. So you want to keep this away. But when it comes to low maintenance, this is a great one for you. Now, the last plant I have for you as an option is the ZZ plant. Now, when it comes to lighting, once again, like the snake plant, no preference. It does well in all varying degrees of light. Look at that. She even is producing little babies right there. And temperature, again, regular household temperatures. If you're comfortable, she's comfortable, but none of these plants are cold tolerant. So again, if you grow any of these plants, you'll have to bring it inside before the winter, before the cold weather comes in. Now, again, the watering, the same, no preference. The schedule, every month, just like the snake plant, you want to water it thoroughly until you see it coming down from the bottom. And when it comes to pets, well, not pet friendly. Now, when it comes to toxicity level compared to the snake plant, I will rate this a little bit higher on the scale. So keep that in mind. Keep these out of the reach of your pets. And that's it for now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please comment below. With that, thank you for watching and welcome to my madness.